know what it means when I have this little mini camera on me. Hey, I don't wanna. Okay, y'all know what it means. I'm back. I'm here. You see me in the car, especially. You know what it means when I'm in the car. I'm going somewhere important, and that's what we're doing right now. Today is going to be my first ever barbershop experience. Just like I said in my last update video, I feel like my hair is really long. For me, it doesn't feel masculine, and it's just old. Like, it's coming up on 5 or 6 years having these in December, and I just want something new. I already have an undercut, as you guys have seen. I'm gonna get some of the sides shaved off and a little bit in the front, and hopefully a trim of the length. What up? So I just pulled up to the barber shop. Man, this little area that it's in is so dope. It's a little quaint, little old school kind of vibe. Let me turn this around so you get this the cook and her farmer. You know, you always see like on Caviar and DoorDash and all these like delivery places that put technology in between you and a real life experience in person. Those things that like I do for a living, all that cool stuff that I like on a nerd aspect. But when you're living life, sometimes it's nice to still break away from technology even and get outside and just observe the world in physical form. Now that I'm right here, like, that's the case for this place called the Cook and Her Farmer. Like, I've heard about this place so many times and I've never really came. I've only seen it, you know, just pictures on Yelp or whatever it is. But being right here, like, I just pulled up and I parked and that just happens to be it, and it's so cute. Like, y'all gotta check this out. So these barbershop appointments are going to be something that I'm doing often, like every 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. And there's a blue bottle right there, and this is so cute. Let me see if you guys can see that one. I'm gonna have to walk around and kind of show, like, but down there. And I'm always driving through these areas, and I never really get a chance to just stop and observe. And I want to be able to just be out on foot now and enjoy the scenery that way. Have a little date, come right here, the Cook and Her Farmer, and grab, you know, like brunch, and then have my haircut appointment, or have my haircut appointment, go right there around the corner to Blue Bottle because they have the best affogatos. Have a little, you know, just a little time with myself, a little alone time, a little me time connecting and experiencing something that I haven't really ever experienced, which is going to the barbershop, you know. So I'm just gonna always have these moments, and whenever they show up, they just sort of hit me out of nowhere. Like, you don't get to plan for these kind of things, you know, or you do plan it. Obviously, I set the appointment, but you're not really thinking. You don't know how you're gonna be feeling in each moment until once it actually shows up. Though, it just hits you like it's like a force that takes over your entire being. It's like, whoa, this is crazy. This is one of my defining moments. And you don't know, and you just allow those feelings to rush in, and it's so cool. It's so fun. Like, it's so fun. It's weird to experience it. Like, whenever I'm like, oh, that was fun, I'm like, well, why am I having fun? Like, this whole thing is really cool. It is. Like, it has its ups and downs, but like, it's amazing to experience something like this, for everything to just shift entirely in such a beautiful way, and then for it to feel so right, for it to feel like, yeah, it just confirms for you, like, this was what I needed. So anyway, I've been out here talking for a while. It's 10 more minutes until my appointment. So I have the thing in the back. I'm gonna cut some more off the sides and a row in the front so that I can get like just a nice lineup and a fade, and kind of, you know, get this angled and shaped, get this shaped on the sides, like really set my face in, really help with the masculinization, and kind of just making me feel less dysphoric. It's just, right now I feel too much of like my regular self and what I look like when I see in the mirror. The mirror is an amazing thing. Like, you get to just look in, and what you expect to see back is what you know that you see for your real self. So you're like, oh, okay, well, I just saw myself with the side shaved, for example, in a lineup. So I knew that's what I wanted, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna go in and get. A little bit nervous to let this, you know, it's a big moment to lose some of your locks. Like, I cut the ones off in the back, but I know that I'm ready. I'm really almost ready to cut them off entirely. Going inside for real this time. Let's go. This place is dope. Like, dope. Definitely coming back.
We're going?
Yep, go ahead.
He does it. And that's what's good, you know, like I feel like if something were to go down, I think he would definitely protect her.
Wow.
I'm trying to find one song.
Yeah, this is a good one. On the low is good.
This place is so peaceful over here. Like, look at this. Beautiful. Nice cute little underway. Little staircase. Little lounge area. Want a good backdrop. Some greenery. Alright, so y'all haven't seen me yet, but I'm gonna do the big reveal. So you remember, here's a flashback back to me in the car. My haircut appointment. And now, big reveal. Yeah, so got some of the locks cut off on the sides. Got a dope design. Here they are, right here. Some more of them. I think it's gonna be a gradual thing, really. So I had these cut off. We went really light, so just to test it out, and then we'll keep growing up, and eventually they're probably gonna all be gone, so that I can start a second set. I really want them thicker. That's how I always saw them from the beginning before I ever got started these, and I didn't really like prepare enough for the first time I actually got these set up. I just kind of, I just went and got them done. I knew that I needed, I got them interlocked, and at the time that person was just telling me my hair is really fine and it was easier to lock it up like that, but I don't know, the look that it gives is not it's not the fullness that I'm looking for. So next set, thicker, bigger, way less, easier to maintain, non-interlocked hopefully. Probably the crochet method is what I'll do, because my hair is still fine. I'm finding out that my hair, as it grows in, is still finer than I want it to be, even with being on T. So I'll probably just have to do the crochet method, where you take the crochet hook and you kind of pull the hairs in, and it creates that matted look faster too. So yeah, excited for that. I'm really just blown away by this haircut. Like, this haircut is fire. I look good, it makes me feel great, and it's just something that I needed, and the experience was so beautiful. I was just sitting in there like, I did not realize how much a haircut is just relaxing, and it's like a therapeutic kind of thing. It's like therapy. It's just, wow, like it's something I'm definitely going to be looking forward to continuing. I'll be back in 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks I'll be able to have this, come here, experience that. I really was almost falling asleep for most of it, because it's just a nice scene. You see the footage that I just showed. The setup is amazing. It's fire. Like, the setup is super dope. Nice open space, beautiful natural lighting coming in. Like, the logo is amazing. The aesthetic is just set. Like, it's there. Like, it's just, damn. It was an experience, and as you know, life is about experiences. That's what I really truly feel. So I always look for the best experience in any moment, something that I'm going through. So this haircut, that was the right spot. It made me just remember why I should actually be staying in this area. It blew me away. Really, that's all I can say. I wasn't even expecting it to be everything that it just was, and I'm super happy with it. Well, tell me what y'all think. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, so like, compared to like whenever I go get my locks done, like, that is not a pleasant experience. Like, it doesn't feel good, and I'm tender-headed, like, so the slightest little bit will hurt me. That's just the truth. I hate that. I hate admitting that, but that's just reality. I don't like it. It's not pleasant. It's not fun. It's not something I ever look forward to. Actually, every time I know that I'm getting ready to get my locks redone, I'm dreading that. I'm just not looking forward to it. I'm like, damn it, here we go again, But this was a complete opposite, so I love that, and I feel like that's how it should be. So I'm definitely probably leaning more towards just keeping it short, low key. So definitely love getting a haircut over lock styling. So the next phase of hair with Saint, it would be probably trimming the length, because I didn't get to that. I had a lot that I wanted to do in this appointment. It was way too much. It was not possible to do all of that, which is cool, because she was able to like take her time doing it and not rush, because there's no point in doing it all at once. I'm going to continue to be back in 2 weeks. We can gradually go for this. This is something that is now a part of my life, and so I'm just looking forward to continue seeing the evolution of what my hair is going to become. It's really defining my style. So I love the haircut right now. As you can tell, like, I feel totally like it just makes you feel liberated. It sets your face, like, you know, my hair doesn't even have to be freshly retwisted to get that feeling. Yeah, like I said, I changed my gauges out. So you see the gauges, I got the silver in there. Lighting out here is dope. That lighting, though, as they all say. It's crazy because I've always wanted to be able to pick the video camera up more, but the reason why I don't is always because I don't like the way that I look. In terms of, I don't want to ever look bummy, you know. I don't want to like be off my game in front of the camera, you know. Like when I do the I Am Saying update videos, that's with a nice studio lighting set right there. I kind of, you know, I get dressed every time. So when I'm vlogging, it's just more casual, more on the go, just like spur of the moment. Like this is me behind the scenes living life, and I would just feel bad whenever like my hair was looking crazy. Or I don't wear makeup, obviously, so I just didn't feel like you know, there's just many reasons why I didn't want to be in front of the camera more often than just doing those update videos. But there's all this content that I want to shoot, and there's all these things that like I want to be tracking and just, you know, exploring with talking about, you know, doing style, like updating my wardrobe, because all these things are big life shift moments that are things are just really changing, you know. So changing up the style, just really slowing down, like looking at what I have right now and realizing like, you can tell I was just kind of going through the motions of things, you know, making sure that, you know, just keeping up with yourself, just maintenance, upkeep, you know, respecting and loving yourself so that you feel right, and from there it carries on. Because when you look right, you feel right, really. Those two things really do align for me. You feel how you look and how you present, so I want to make sure that I'm being more mindful in the way that I'm stepping out each time. So actually right now, let's see if I can get this on camera. This is a perfect spot for this. And I'm probably gonna turn this into a little series. Style with Saint Saturdays. First off, you can see that I have this camo shirt on here. This is Jay Fields collab with John J. Jungly on Instagram. He's a UX designer, lead UX designer at Nordstrom, and he did his collab shirt. His fashion is dope. I definitely check his page out often, just see what he's rocking with. So this was done by him, like, I don't know, like a year ago, maybe. So I have that on. I definitely have on my Luke Vicious pin earring right there. I get tons of compliments on that. I love that earring, but I also don't want to keep wearing it so much, so I need to get more because I really like the style of dangling, but it's the only one I have, so that's why I always have it on. But I'll get more so I can kind of switch up the rotation. So I'm rocking that. Let's see. And my jewelry, just these beaded bracelets. I'm not sure which stones these two are, but on this other wrist I have my tiger's eye. I always rock the tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is like always with me. Actually, these three really have, but seriously, this one I haven't taken this one. I wear this every day for the past. I wear this one every day for the past probably year, I'd say. Tiger's eye, because that was the first one that bonded me. It was one of Passion's favorites, and so I bought that when we first met. Just to feel like I had a piece of her with me, but I also love what this one stands for. The confidence, the courageous, and just what I'm going through in the transition. Like, I feel like this one totally holding me down always, keeps me grounded, and keeps me protected for that one. So Tiger's Eye, absolutely always will see me with that one on. And it just has some rings. So this black one, got this at the flea market. Got this pinky ring. I wear this one all the time. This one was from Passion as well. So I always wear this one and this Tiger's Eye. And that's kind of like for me having my girl around me, having my partner with me. And then from there, on this hand, I have some more. I lost the black off of this, like it just washed off super easy, but this was a really cool tribal print ring. And then this black one right here, it's kind of like asymmetrical, non-perfectly cut, just black ring. I got both of those also at the flea market. On the weekends, I generally go to the flea market, so me and my girl, we go over there and just enjoy each other's company, look for some stuff, get some incense, get some rings, get some plants. everything's really great prices. So, you know, spend a little bit. It's giving back to the other creators out there, people that are spending their time doing the crafts that they love just as much as, you know, I do this. It's what I love. You know, everybody else is out there, so I like to support. We have to support each other. Passion's an artist, support her. Passion, I'm Unique Art. Link is in the description for her art. Check her out, really dope. So yeah, anyway, supporting smaller artists and just really just, you know, being outdoors and enjoying the area and stuff like that. So let's check out what I have on, and then I'm probably gonna head out of here. But this little alleyway is super cute, and I just had to just come down here and just talk to y'all and just vibe out with myself. After that haircut experience, like, that's not something I just wanted to jump in the car and drive home automatically right after that, because it was just that nice. I'm like, my whole energy is different now. It's much lighter. That set me nice. I'm gonna go home, clean out my closet. I might set up the camera to talk to y'all about that. I don't know, we'll see. I need to clean my closet out so I can start setting new things in. I'm probably just going to wait until I do my first fashion video, where I actually talk about pieces that I've gotten recently, what I'm seeing for myself when I'm restyling and getting new items. Ones that I've gotten about like 10 pieces so far, so I'll show those. I haven't worn them. I'm kind of waiting for that official moment to like know that I was feeling right, and so now I can start like actually dressing how I really see myself dressing. It's gonna be slowly, it's gonna be gradual. Like, I can't just ball out and buy everything at once, you know. It'll be like being smart about the selections that I make and how I can really make a big enough change by going more minimalistic than I already am right now. So I want to start kicking off the things that I always say that I want to do. So now that I feel right and that I'm back on camera and that I feel good to talk and show myself and feel confident, I'm going to start talking about, like I said, the fashion stuff, and also the fitness, health vlogs, what I do in the kitchen. When I go to the fruit market, it's my favorite thing to do over the weekend, is go to this market. Amazing, just homegrown things. Prices are amazing. So when I go there, what do I do with that stuff? What kind of smoothies am I making? What type of juices do I cold press? Or my girl cold presses, really. She's been cold pressing it up for us. I do the smoothies. And what do I do for meal prepping? You know, all that good stuff. How does that translate into working out? What's my plan? What's my split? What are all those things? What do I do in the gym? What is my regimen? You know, what type of cardio hit? What's my vision for myself? Because I have about, I don't know, maybe 4 months, I guess, 3 to 4 months before top surgery should be happening. So I got to get in my grind. Like, I've been low-key sleeping on myself, so time to step up and become consistent every week. So I'll show y'all that also. So check my fit out. All right, so it's actually crazy that I found this spot, because I was telling myself I wanted to find a place where I can put the camera down, let it follow me. See, I'm not holding it, and show what I'm doing. I really love this DJ Osmo, because he's like my little homie. He's like my right-hand cameraman, but he's a camera himself. His track is on, so he'll follow. So yeah, let's show you what I'm working with. I told you already about the earring, about the jewelry, then I have Apple Watch, and talk about that. Okay, yeah, so basic shorts from Urban, gray with the rips. Jordan 1, black toes. Some socks we got. That's what you call that thing at the thrift store finds with Bay. And don't mind the hair on here, you know, just at the barbershop, no big deal. Alright, so I'm about to head back. Thanks for rocking with me. First haircut done. Love.